This is breakfast at its best. Hootenanny is a puffy oven-baked pancake, light and lofty, and it's loaded with protein too. Suzy Bunker is going to share the how-to. It's like you were in my head and heart. Just this week I was committing to better breakfast. Like, please, better breakfast. We were slipped into a terrible cereal habit.
Cereal, lots of sugar, just,
all of it. Okay. You like this one.
We're gonna take a traditional Hootenanny, like a German pancake, and we're just gonna up the protein content, which really helps us stay fuller longer, especially our kids too. Yeah. And so, and we're gonna do it through whole food forms. We're not adding protein powder. A lot of people add protein powder to foods nowadays to up protein, which is not all bad, but getting protein from whole food sources, our body knows how to digest and absorb that. It's always best if we can get from whole food.
Now, is a Hootenanny a German pancake? Is that the same thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just loading it with protein by adding a bunch of Greek yogurt and adding probiotics too. Okay. So we're going to start with 6 eggs. So these are good pasture-raised eggs. Do you know how to tell a good egg if you look at it? The yolk color is really deep orange. Then you know it's really full of nutrients. The chickens have been eating good food. A lot of commercial eggs are really light yellow. You want to go for the deep orange, like a pasture-raised or organic egg. Okay. So anyway, there's my egg tip for the day. Love it. So we're just going to take 6 eggs and then 2 1/4 cups of Greek yogurt.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And so we're adding in all that protein. It is going to change the consistency, but it makes it more moist and a little bit more dense. So it cooks a little bit longer because of that, but we're adding in all that probiotics and good protein into the mix. So that's not normal. Normal Hootenanny would not have protein in it. It's just the eggs and the flour,
Do you taste the tang?
No.
You don't taste the tang? Okay.
So speaking of that, to add another, we're just going to add 1 tablespoon of real maple syrup, so it's not a lot of sweetener. Okay. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla. So I'm just going to use my Mexican vanilla, but I also brought you some homemade vanilla to see. Did you know how to make homemade vanilla?
We've done it on the show before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, just the vanilla beans and vodka.
It takes a while,
we just use it, yes, 6 months at least. This is like 2 years old, but it gets so yummy.
I remember because after we did the tutorial here in the kitchen, I had like new reverent respect for vanilla. Yeah. When I reached for my bottle. I was like, thank you whoever made that and shelved it for 6 months.
Yes, exactly. I make it now for Christmas gifts. It's a good thing to make. Yeah. Lots of tutorials online. And then you're just going to take a cup of flour and a tablespoon of baking powder. Okay. So those are your dry ingredients. Okay. With the flour, they have a good unbleached organic flour now at Costco, which is fantastic. We can avoid the glyphosate from flours, but still, you know, so I'm using white flour. I'm not using wheat. Okay. You know, I'm normally a good whole grain girl.
I know you are.
But if we're going to do white, let's do an unbleached flour that's organic, so it doesn't have that glyphosate spray on it. Okay, so that's it. That's all we need to do. And then we're going to take it over to our greased pan right here.
Spray the pan.
You can do a 9x13. We're doing it in this fun Dutch oven for you guys to be able to have. Yeah, so anything that's about a 9x13 size. And then we're just going to add in some fresh berries on top.
Before you cook it?
Yes. So, and then you can add extra on top at the end.
Extra. So you said you cook it a little longer.
So 45 minutes at 375. Okay. So you can just generously sprinkle berries all over.
I hadn't thought to add berries. I put berries on top often.
Yeah. Great. But these baked in is like little pockets of syrup. It's like bursting in your mouth when they're like that.
So more natural sweetness.
Yes. Do you want to try some?
Hello, yes. Ask me a question I know the answer to.
Thing. Okay, look at this cute little thing. My daughter-in-law gave me this little cup for syrup. Stop it. I think it's supposed to be creamer, but I'm not a coffee drinker, so we use it for syrup.
I love it. Pass that pulled pork. Only pulled porks in the studio. Look at that. A little fruit built in there.
A little bit more moist than a regular Hootenanny. I think just sweet enough. I topped it with a little buttermilk coconut syrup. So I make traditional buttermilk, but I do half butter and half coconut oil.
I was going to say, I kind of taste a little coconut, I think.
Yeah.
I love it.
So super simple.
I love it. We love you. Where can we get this recipe and more?
So on my Instagram at Cook Healthy with Suzy. And I'm so excited to announce we have a new class dropping that's called How Not to Starve When You Leave Home. So this is for college students, missionaries, anybody who needs to learn the basics. It's 6 classes. They can do it at their own time and pace, and it's going to be really exciting.
How not to starve when you leave home. I feel like I still need that.
I was going to say, even newly marrieds or oldly marrieds.
What's your website?
All the basic. LearnToCookHealthy.com.
Her classes are great. You can take them right through the computer.
Yep.
Fantastic.
On demand.
Suzy, thank you. And thanks for helping us make those small but effective swaps.
Yes.
Bye, a little bit healthier.
Yeah.